Hello, my lovely manifestors. It is Olivia Grace back with another video. And as you can see from the title, we're talking about parallel realities and shifting dimensions, all that good trippy stuff. This video is actually for YouTube, but my phone has too many videos on it. So I'm having to go live and I'm gonna have to kind of like go around the system. But anywho, I am Olivia Grace. I'm a manifestation coach. I help women break through their perceived glass ceiling and manifest their next level in life, love, and or business. And I love doing it. So if you like this video, please like it, please comment, please subscribe if you're catching this on YouTube. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So what about parallel realities? The first thing to know when it comes to parallel realities is that everything already exists right now, right? And I'm going to explain that, how time is basically an illusion. The best way that I've heard it be explained is envision it like a flip book, right? So let's say that you're looking at like a stick figure in a flip book and he's dancing, right? So when you flip through the book, you see him dancing, right? Like this. But what's actually happening is on each page, he's being drawn like this. The next page, he's being drawn like that. The next page, he's being drawn like this, right? And so on and so forth. And that is really what's happening in reality. We experience it linear, right? We experience reality as, okay, the other second I was doing this, now I'm watching this video, then I'll be doing something else. But really all of these moments exist in their own dimension, in their own reality. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. So every decision you make, every decision you don't make, every move you make or don't make, everything you do or don't do creates a parallel reality, right? So there's me, Olivia. Today I'm wearing a green shirt. I'm coming on here going live with you guys. Okay, so I made that decision, right? Just now, right before I made this video, I was making the video on my phone, like I said, and the phone was like, kept cutting my video off because I don't have any space. So there's a reality where I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not making a video today. And then there's a reality where I said, no, I'm gonna make this video today. So both of those realities exist, right? How we see it is, okay, I made the decision to go ahead and make the video, so that's the only thing that exists. No, the reality also exists where I did not make the video, where I just said, forget it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not doing it today, it's messing up, whatever, right? And I was very close to that decision, but I made this other decision, okay? So these are still existing, and this exists for everything, you guys, right? So whatever your current problem is, whatever you're currently trying to manifest, let's say it's money, right? You're broke, you're in a broke reality. You're just on a broke page of your flip book, right? Now, there's a reality where you're prosperous, where you've always been prosperous. There's a reality where you're prosperous and you just got prosperous yesterday. There's a reality where your business has taken off. There's a reality where you've won $1 million in the lottery. All of these things are existing simultaneously, right? But what determines what reality that you're in? It's determined by your vibration. It's determined by your self-concept. It's determined by your inner thoughts, your inner conversations. It's determined by your expectations, right? So if you're broke, right? Again, if you're in your broke reality, you're in your broke flip book, and you think about, okay, being rich, you think about being wealthy, but in your mind, you see it as all these obstacles. How am I gonna do that? How, like, okay, if I'm gonna be rich, then that means I need to go back to school. That means I need to study for 12 years. That means I need to, once I do that, go get a good job. Once I get that good job, I need to work there for about 5 to 10 years until they promote me, and then I can be rich, right? And from your broke mind, that's the only way that it sees it being possible for you to happen like that, right? Because that's your perspective that you're looking from, right? But from a wealthy mindset, what you do is actually embody that feeling of wealth now. Embody the feeling of everything being fine for you, everything being abundant. Embody the feeling of looking at your phone and seeing your phone, your stocks hit over 100% in profit, and you just feeling that abundance from, oh my gosh, I just made like $100,000 from clicking buttons. You know, feel the feeling of sliding into your Mercedes Benz, sitting comfy on the leather, smelling the new car smell, looking at all the smart technology on your dashboard, right? Feel into those feelings now. Feel the feeling of just laying back, you know, like in your mansion by your pool. That's your pool because you just got it like that, and soaking up the sun because you just have absolutely nothing else better to do on this Thursday, right? These things that you can experience right now in your mind, right? And for someone that's like, doesn't know about any of this, they're like, well, what does that do? What good does that do me, right? So how do you shift into that reality? That is how. By your vibration. But how do you change your vibration, right? You change your vibration by your thoughts. You change your vibration by your imagination. You change your vibration by your inner conversations. You change your vibration by changing your concept of yourself, how you think things work for you, how you think things work for the world, right? This is how you change your vibration. And when you're vibrating different, because guess what? Your poor self is vibrating very differently from your rich self, your wealthy self. Your wealthy self, when they think about, well, how do I create wealth in my life? They have like millions of ideas. You know, they have like, well, I can do stocks, I can create a business, I can get some passive income going, I can sell a few assets, I can do this, I can do that. That's just how wealthy people's brains work. And that's why they have multiple streams of income, right? Not just one thing. They're definitely not depending on to be wealthy from some boss or from some job or from some 12-year plan, right? So how you do that is you assume it to be now, okay? This is what the law of assumption is. You assume it to be now. And when you assume yourself, when you take your broke self and you decide, I'm not her anymore, I'm not the broke me anymore, I am the rich me now. And you will even feel yourselves change in that moment. Your posture will straighten up, right? You just start not caring about things, because guess what? Rich people go through problems too. Rich people have money problems sometimes too, but because their mentality is different, they handle it differently, they think of it differently, and they fix it in a more effortless way. Rather than in a broke mentality, if things aren't going right, it's the end of the world, this always happens to me, I'm such a victim, it's not my fault, it's all these other kinds of things, right? So change your vibration by imagining and accepting that this version of me exists already in this moment now. And what I need to do is feel into that, and anything else that I need to do after that will be presented to me, and it will be. Because guess what, you guys? It will unfold for you in a natural way. When you're shifting dimensions, right? First of all, you're shifting dimensions all the time. You're constantly shifting. And a lot of people, they feel stuck and they look around in their life and they're like, I don't see how I'm shifting. I'm in the exact same place that I've been for the past 5 years, right? But because, like, think about this, you guys, nothing is constant. Everything is always in flux. Everything is always changing. Everything is always morphing and becoming and evolving, right? The earth has not once stood still, okay, since it stopped orbiting. Nothing stays still. The trees, they go through seasons. We watch them year after year bloom. Like, it's so funny. I'm looking at the trees outside my window and I remember it being wintertime and looking at them, and it was completely bare. I could see through all the trees to the other apartment buildings in front of me. And I was remembering in that moment when they looked how they look now, full in bloom. Like, nothing stays the same, you guys. So what's happening is, because your vibration's not changing, because your self-concept's not changing, because how you're thinking, your inner conversations is not changing, you're shifting into the same reality over and over and over. You're shifting into the same broke reality. You're shifting into the same loveless reality. You're shifting into the same problematic, chaotic reality. So what you can do is just shift into a reality that serves you by giving attention to that, right? And like I said, embodying that first and foremost. Once you embody it, it's going to unfold for you in a natural way, okay? So I used to think like, okay, I'm shifting parallel realities. Oh my God, how trippy. I'm gonna like wake up and be like on a yacht somewhere, or be in like, my dream car and a Ferrari in my driveway. It doesn't happen like that, right? Because we are having a human experience. So the God in us does not want to completely blow our minds. I mean, our minds are definitely getting blown, especially if you're into this kind of information, but it's not going to do something where it's like earth shattering, like crazy to you, where you just wake up and you don't even know where you are, right? So it's going to happen in a way that makes sense to you. So let's take this person again. He's broke and he's like, no, I'm ready to be rich. I'm ready to experience wealth. So how would that unfold for him? He'll get an impulse, right? Oh, I'm really craving some ice cream. I'm going to head over to Brewster's. Give me a hot fudge brownie sundae. I love those. And so he goes to Brewster's. He runs into an old friend from school, and the old friend from school is like, hey, I have this really awesome opportunity for you. I really would love it if you just come by, and I really want to hire you. And here's the starting pay, $70K a year. And this is coming from somebody who's maybe making minimum wage, right? So $70K a year is definitely a huge step in the right direction of wealth. From there, he learns about stocks. He gets to talking to other people, and they teach him about assets and, getting his money to work for him. And before he knows it, in a year or 6 months or however long it takes him, he is rich, right? He is wealthy. And it unfolds in a way that makes sense to you, right? It unfolds in a way that you can comprehend. And this is why, you guys, a lot of people get stuck, because they stay in the mind frame of, I'm broke, so what can I as a broke person do to fix my situation? Nothing. As a broke person, there's nothing you can do, because you're thinking with a broke mentality. Everything you see and think and perceive is from a broke mentality. But when you embody a rich, wealthy person, when you embody a person who is having, who is grateful, who's appreciative, who's already created the life that they want, then you start to channel and attract those thoughts, those beliefs, that self-concept, and it will lead you to things, right? If he went to his friend and saw his friend, and his friend said, hey, I had an opportunity to you, he would have thought, oh, he's a scammer. And I've been through this personally, you guys. I always tell you guys the story of when I was manifesting wealth years ago, and I came across a guy that came up to me and my ex and told us about Bitcoin when it was $75. Okay. And what did we do? We told him, no, you're a scammer, right? Now we know how much Bitcoin is worth, about $40,000 right now. If we had bought one for $75, where would we be now? But because we went there in a broke mind state, this is what I mean, you guys. When you're broke, and you're broke in your mind, and you're in your broke reality, nothing you do goes right. That's why you go after the job, you change your job, you still end up broke. You make even double your salary, you still end up broke. It doesn't matter, because it's your mind state, it's your vibration, it's the version of you that you are manifesting. So the same thing, when you manifest a wealthy version of you, it doesn't matter if you're coming from zip, okay? You will get there to the top. All these super rich people, they go bankrupt and they got their money back in the next second, because that's their mentality. They know that they're worthy, they know that they're deserving, and they know that they're gonna have that. That's what they accept for themselves, okay? So when you're shifting, you guys, when you decide right now while you're watching this video, decide, I am the version of me that is wealthy. I am the version of me that is abundant. One of my wonderful, lovely, amazing clients was saying, I live in the land of abundance, and I love that. What land are you living in? The land of lack or the land of abundance? The land of struggle or the land of overflow? And you have that decision to make, because you are God of your reality, okay? All right, guys, so that's really what I have for you guys today. I am still accepting applications for my group program this August. We will be talking about all this wonderful stuff, maintaining your vibration, learning about the law of assumption, changing your self-concept, making you magnetic to everything that you desire. So if that interests you, I will have a link in the description for you to apply. I'm also, of course, offering one-on-one coaching. If you want to get started quicker than August and you're ready right now, then you can also do that as well. And I'll have those links. And obviously, if you're watching this live right now, then you're in my group already. If you catch this on YouTube, I will have a link for you to join my group and be a part of my Master Manifestors community, where we uplift each other and all just post our success stories and, embody our best, greatest selves. So I appreciate you guys. I'm sending you guys infinite love, infinite blessings, infinite light, and I'll see you guys in the next video.